Wink. I did a kiss or wink. I don't know which way he wants me to do it.
Scary like.
Tough. Horrible. Hate him.
Penny, that's the posters I've done for you. What do you think?
Oh, they're brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. He's written all the scripts for us. He's dedicated a lot of hours, and I'm pissing it up, basically. It is all my fault.
I think it's going to be an absolute nightmare.
I think we're going to be fantastic, you know, Sister Menopause.
Yeah. I think there's going to be a miracle, a little miracle tomorrow night.
After the break, the people who risk life and limb on the beach. Cheating gets out of control on the workers' excursion.
Don't tell Job and Bobby.
And Selena goes mad when Mick goes AWOL.
He's got a son in there that he's got to go back and fucking find.
Yo, yo. All right. Come on. Come on.
Vauxhall Corsa. What car Super Mini of the Year 2008?
I came to this planet for one reason: vengeance. To rock.
Now you can get 0% finance on a Corsa for 3 years with a 20% deposit.
Yeah, very easy.
For most people, going to the beach usually means suntan oil, maybe a bat and ball, and if you're the energetic sort, you may have a pedalo. On El Medano Beach, 10 kilometers north of Las Americas, a couple of English windsurfers are making waves in the newest, scariest and most radical sport to hit the water. The sport is kite surfing.
The kites are incredibly powerful, far more powerful than you can possibly believe. If you were to hold a kite on the beach without knowing what you were doing, it's more than capable of pulling you 4 or 5 meters in the air before you know what's going on. It really is an incredible rush.
Mark Shim, who moved here 6 years ago to escape the pressures of competition windsurfing, is blown like a feather across the beach. But the kites only come into their own when you attach a board and get in the water. The sport is so new that Mark is inventing and developing new moves each day.
Yes, forward. I wasn't around in the early days of windsurfing, but I get the impression it's really like the first days of windsurfing. It's really exciting and stuff's happening so quickly, everything's changing, it's fantastic, it's just exciting. I go to bed thinking about it, I wake up thinking about it. It's great.
El Medano is famous. Mark never misses a chance to be on the water with kite and board. Today it's blowing gale force and the infamous Medano rocks are making conditions treacherous. The first casualty of the day.
Ooh, bloody windy here.
Another smashed board, but so far there've been no human injuries. As As the wind speed increases, Mark is overpowered, so decides a smaller kite is the option. A tiny error by Mark, and he's hurled up the beach. He manages to walk away, but with each step, Mark is feeling another cut or graze.
Give it 10 minutes, I'll have another 10 places bleeding, I'm sure. Oh, there's a good one. I was going to take the board off my leg so it didn't go over the rocks, and in reaching down to put the board off, the kite fell, and then it all started going pear-shaped, and you can see the acceleration from the kite. So I mean, I'm 88 kilos, and it was might as well have been 5 kilos for the way it was pulling me around. If you want to get good at any sport, you have to push your limits, and if you're pushing your limits, then you're going to make mistakes. And if you make mistakes, it can end in pain. If you don't want the pain, then take up tiddlywinks.
But for the less adventurous, there are more dignified alternatives. Natasha and Tony work selling activities like scuba diving.
Can we come in?
Tony has never plucked up the courage to dive.
Excellent. And when do you want to do it? Thursday. I only need 1,000 potato deposit now to take to the office. See you later. That was a success. Yeah. They are just interested in doing things, you know, like all the water sports and that. I think they find that more important than going out till 8 o'clock in the morning, basically, which is good, I think. It's good for us. So hopefully now we're going to try and... Oh, look, there's a group of lads over there, look. Hi, hang on a minute, you lot. 2 different prices for the jet skis.
Natasha's selling technique is perfect, and this group of lads soon part with their money.
Oh, I love my life. It's a great life, isn't it? I started scuba diving because I was just bored last summer, at the beginning of last summer, and I happened to be walking past a scuba diving place and thought, oh, I'll try that. And went in and booked it, did it the next day, and absolutely loved it. Came out, just wanted to get straight back into the water again. And they were looking for PRs at the time, and the reason that I started was for a bit of extra cash, but because you get your dives free.
Natasha's biggest challenge is to get Tony into the water.
Right.
Well,
Tony's finally decided to do her dive. Finally, next week.
well,
ready for
probably
this
more nervous than me. Am I ready for it? No.
I'm not ready for it. I'll take you anyway.
No, I'm ready. Can you?
No, you scared me. You scared me last time.
You need the best. You need the proper one.
Get under there, nice and calm, breathing.
Roy, how long have you been on the island diving?
2.5 years then.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's the best place to dive in the world.
Really?
But no. I had to say that. I recommend to anybody to dive in Tenerife. It's a very good experience to do. If never done it before, it's got to be done. It's got to be done properly.
A bit of prompting from Natasha and a date is set, but will she go through with it, or will she pull out at the last moment? Up on the mountain, the injured coach finally arrives, over 2 hours late.
Believe it! Fucking coach! This fighting, Charlie!
First priority is to unload the beers.
What, darling? Wait a minute.
Competition over the egg and spoon race is out of control.
Look at this, look! The egg and spoon race is going to be fucking cancelled because there's a lot of cheating going on.
Right, rounders first, and we'll get everyone over on the football pitch.
Right,
blow all them spicks off.
Come on, come and get your drinks. Come, let's go. Keely! Here we go, love. Come on, you fucking wanker! She's in. Go, go.
Mountain man Barry, already bored of the game, is eager to make new acquaintances. These Spanish girls are completely bemused. Midway through the game, Joe loses interest.
Let's strip off all Sparkle's clothes. Hold on! Watch this then. Wait, go on, do your run. Do your run.
No sports event is complete without a streaker, even if this one has to be pushed. Joe takes 2 minutes to be serious with his daughter and reflect on the day so far.
I mean, if you can see that view from here, that you're above the clouds, and it just gets you. Look at her, look, she looks like a little mountain girl now, look. You want to go swimming? Mummy going to take you swimming?
Swings.
Swings? Oh, Mummy going to take you to swings. Yeah, it's going all right. I mean, we've got different people playing football, people getting drunk over there, people sunbathing.
Revenge, I'm going to get everybody back, all right? I'm not bitter and twisted about it. Everybody, they're on my mountain, it's my woods.
Mountain Man gets his revenge. As the sun goes down on Pleasure Island's Caribbean party, everyone is happy, except for Selena. Mick has disappeared after promising that he would stay until the end.
Is everybody having a great sunny holiday?
But down the road, Mick has found happiness in his favourite pint, served in his favourite bar, Murphy's. Mick was finding the cabaret and atmosphere too much to bear.
It's not my sort of night. I really detested it. For the kids, I'll do my best, but when they wanted me to get up on stage and dance with some... That's not my sort of night. Murphy's is my sort of place. But Selena won't talk to me for the rest of the week.
He's got a son in there that he's got to go back and fucking find.
So we're just going to go out and leave him?
It's not our responsibility, so it's up to him now to come back and get him. So we're going to go and tell him now he's got to go and come back and get him because we're going out.
Selena arrives at Murphy's, fired up for a showdown with her dad. Mick's dancing partner can't help Selena track down her father.
Oh, we'll have to wait for Michael and then take him home and then go out.
We'll have to wait for him now before we can go anywhere.
Oh. Unaware of the ensuing chaos, Thomas is also irritated at how things are going.
He took us downstairs, there's no food there, no nothing. I asked him if I can go upstairs, he said, no, you can't go upstairs, you'll get in trouble if you wander off, blah, blah, blah. So I just thought I'd come back upstairs and see what's going on. So much for Caribbean night, more like chips and chicken nuggets night. Brilliant.
It's like every teenage daughter's dream, and like a teenage girl will always know in their heart they can run home to their dad if there's any problems. And it's like, he's sort of not at home, if you know what I mean. He's out having a laugh and you've got to find him first before you can go and find him for anything. It's different, it's not good, it's not bad, but it's just different. I'm not used to it. And I think Selena's not used to it either, because her and her dad have never been together this long, in loads of years, and they're sort of learning about each other at the same time. That's why they get the like with each other, and they might have arguments and that. But at the same time, they're getting closer. Really know like what happened there.
Back at Natasha's place, the girls are toasting Tony's decision to dive. But before that, there's a night off in Las Americas before the big day.
I won't be staying out mega late.
The girls discuss the trials and tribulations of being female in Las Americas.
They just want to pull a different girl every night, and they just want to go to the lads, hey, I got another one last night. And when you live here, it's not like that. You just want to go out with the girls, and you just want to have a dance, and you want to have a laugh.
Oh, when you're drunk. Hello, where are you from?
Where are you from?
Oh, yeah.
And they don't take no for an answer half the time as well. You're just like that, no, I'm sorry, I'm just here with my friends. And you have to be horrid to them, and you become quite hard, and it's not nice to be hard with people. It's not nice to have to say to holidaymakers, look, why don't you just piss off? Because I've asked you nicely, I've told you again and again, and now you're making me horrid.